Let's get started standing today. You can come toward the top of your mat. Did I mute everyone? Yeah, okay. So you can come toward the top of your mat. Bring your feet. You can bring your feet together. If you want to keep them hip width, you can do that as well. And draw your palms together at heart center and flutter your eyes closed. If you choose, you can also soften your gaze to the tip of your nose. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Gently pull the ball mounds of your feet toward your heels and lift up your inner arches. Create a solid foundation with the ground and the knife edges of your feet, your heels, and the ball mounds of your feet. Take a nice deep breath in, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Nice loud sigh out your mouth. Take another breath in just like that. Fill up nice and slow. Feel the breath enter your body. This time seal your lips to the top and exhale back out your nose. Continue breathing here like this. Notice each breath. Create an oceanic sound at the back of your throat with each exhale. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. One more slow and controlled breath back out. Blink your eyes open. Drop your arms down to your sides. Face your palms forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Lift your arms up overhead. Press your palms together and interlace your fingers, releasing your pointer fingers and your thumbs like you're pointing up at the ceiling. Inhale, lift nice and high. Exhale, side body stretch toward the right. Bump your hips to the left. You can gaze up toward the ceiling or just straight forward. Find space on your left rib cage. Inhale, return back up to center, lift up. Exhale, side body stretch toward the left. Ground down through the knife edge of your right foot and create space on your right rib cage. Inhale, lift back up to center. Exhale, Samasthiti, drop your hands together at your heart. Take one more breath in here. One more breath out. Create that oceanic sound in your throat. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms back up overhead. Option to press your palms together and gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips down toward your mat. You can bring a slight bend to your knees here. We'll hang out here for just a couple breaths. You can bend into one knee and the next. Let your head hang down. Maybe nod your head yes. Release any tension from your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms to your shins or thighs. Flatten out your back and engage your core. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over wrists and heels over toes. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank, lower down halfway. Keep your elbows pinned into your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip the tops of your feet. Shine your chest forward, straighten your arms, and then pull your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath back out your nose. Press your heels closer toward your mat. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, drop your hands together at your heart. Send your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath all the way down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can always take these on your knees or just skip them completely. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighten through your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, drop your hands at your heart. Send your arms to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, high to low plank, whatever variation you choose. Inhale, upward facing dog, firmly press the ground away. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, lengthen your spine as you lift your tailbone up and press your palms down. Inhale, kick your right heel high, flex your right toes down toward the ground. Inhale, kick a little bit higher. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot in between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge, hinge your torso up and reach your arms overhead, breathe here. You can keep your arms overhead or drop your hands to your waist. So in this crescent lunge, lift your back heel up over your back toes. So you're up on your back ball mound of your foot. And squeeze your thighs toward your midline to create stability in your body. Take a breath in. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Draw your left arm forward, right arm back. Gaze toward the side wall and squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. One more breath in. One more breath out. Twist a little bit farther. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms back up to center. Exhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot down. Gaze over your right fingertips. Traction your front knee to the outer edge of your front foot. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your right arm up and back and gaze up toward your right palm. One more breath in. Lengthen your right side. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right leg back and lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, press your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike your hips up and back. Inhale, kick your left heel high, flex your left toes down and squeeze your left butt cheek, breath in. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot in between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms up to frame your face. Option to keep your arms here or press your hands on your waist for your hips. Pull your right hip point forward, left hip point back to keep your hips squared directly forward. One more breath in here. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left. Right arm reaches forward, left arm back. Keep your inner thighs magnetized inward toward your midline. And then energize your shoulder blades together behind your back. Breath in. Breath out, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms back up to center. Exhale, warrior two, spiral your back foot down, gaze over your left fingertips, maintain a nice deep bend in your left knee. You can bend and straighten a couple times into your left leg to sink into this position. Inhale, reverse warrior, lift your left palm up and back, little to no weight in your back hand, breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Windmill your arms down to the ground and step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike your hips up and back. This is our sun B. Let's flow through this twice more, linking breath to movement. Inhale, kick your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot in between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge, hinge your torso directly up, arms overhead. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms back up to center. Exhale, warrior two, spiral your back foot down, deep bend in your right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, extend your right palm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Send your arms down to the ground and step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your tailbone up and back. Inhale, keep your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot in between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up to frame your face. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Arms back up to center. Exhale, warrior two. Press your back foot down. Gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your left palm up and back. Maintain the bend in your front knee. Exhale, high to low plank. Send your arms to the ground. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Straighten your arms, lift your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pike your hips up and back. Inhale, lift your right leg high, rather. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot in between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Use your core to lift your torso up. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms to center. Exhale, warrior two. Press your back foot down. Right toes point forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Send your arms to the floor. Step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Inhale, extend your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot in between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Lift your torso up. Press your left heel down, nice and firm. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Arms back up to frame your face. Exhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot down. Gaze over your left hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your left arm up and back. Gaze to your palm. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Controlled breath back out. Drop down to your knees. Touch your big toes together and spread your knees out wide to the edges of your mat. Sit your hips back, rest your forehead down into your space. Take a couple rounds of breath here in child's pose on your own. Re-regulating your breath. Try to match the length of your in-breaths and your out-breaths. Try to breathe into the backside of your body. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Your next inhale, lift up to a tabletop position. Neutralize your spine, gaze between your palms. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your tailbone up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips low. Reach your arms up. Shift your weight back into your heels. Magnetize your thighs toward one another. Breath in. Exhale, drop your hands to your heart. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, prayer twist toward the right. Connect your left elbow to your outer right thigh and keep your palms pressed firmly together toward your heart center. Sit your hips a little bit lower. This will make this posture easier, I promise. You can gaze toward the side wall. Keep your knees in line with one another. Now from here, press all of your weight down into your right heel. So your right foot is gonna stay grounded. You can keep your knees together. Try to gently lift your left foot and curl your left heel toward your left glute. From here, if you feel steady, step your left leg back to the back of your mat for a revolved crescent. Once you're in revolved crescent, you can get there however you want. You can drop your left knee down to the ground if you want to focus on this twist in the upper body. If your back knee is lifted, continue to magnetize your thighs inward toward one another. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms on the inside of your right foot. Toe heel your right foot out to the edge of your mat and drop down to your back knee if it's not already there. You can sink into this runner's lunge however you want. You can stay on your palms. You can drop down to your forearms if that's accessible in your body. Be conscious of your breathing, how each inhale and exhale feels in your body. Breathing all the way in and all the way out with each breath. If you're down in your forearms, press back up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off of the ground. Take a breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog. As you step your right leg back, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips low, reach your arms up. Exhale, drop your hands to your heart center. Inhale, shift your torso forward. Exhale, prayer twist toward the left. Connect your outer right arm to your outer left thigh. And then firmly press your palms together at your heart. Sit your hips nice and low. Feel this twist in your spine. So from your belly button up, you should be feeling this twist in your body. You're wringing yourself out. Now press all of your weight down into your left foot this time. Slowly begin to lift your right heel up toward your right glute. If you're a little wobbly, it's totally fine. It's a very difficult posture called flamingo pose. You're on one leg here. And then begin to step your right leg to the back of your mat for revolved crescent here. You can drop down to your right knee. Keep pressing your palms together at your heart, feeling this twist in your spine. Take one more breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms on the inside of your left foot. And then move your left foot out to the edge of your mat. Drop down to your back leg if it's not already there. And then take whatever variation of runner's lunge you like. You can stay in your palms. Maybe you roll out onto the outer edge of your left foot to open your hip a little bit. Just a couple breaths here. You're down in your forearms. Press back up onto your palms. Re-engage your back leg away from the ground. So tuck your toes and lift your right knee. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back as you step your left leg to the back of your space. Take a nice deep breath in. Controlled breath back out your nose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips low, reach your arms up to frame your face. Exhale, chair with airplane arms this time. Sweep your arms back and lift your pinkies up toward the ceiling as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now ground down to your left leg. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your right knee up in line with your right hip and extend your arms either overhead or to your waist. Give your left butt cheek a squeeze to stabilize your standing leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Continue to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take one more breath in. Twist a bit deeper on your breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your arms back up to center. And exhale, standing L. Shift your torso forward and down as you kick your right leg back and tense your fingers down on the ground. Now from here, instead of folding completely over your left leg, keep your torso lifted a little bit so it's like your torso is almost parallel with the ground. Now you can stay right here if you want and work on this strength in your left leg. If you want to move on and take a little bit of a more difficult posture, keep your right hand on the ground. So you begin to extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. This is revolved half moon here. Squeeze your thighs toward your midline. Gentle twist in your torso. One more breath in. Exhale, drop your left palm back down to your mat. Come to a forward fold, step your right leg down to meet your left, and then pedal out your knees. Bend into one knee and the next. You feel pretty nice here. Give your left leg a little bit of a break. Now inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips low, reach your arms up. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Send your pinkies a little higher toward the ceiling. Feel your triceps working. Ground down through your right foot this time. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left knee up in line with your left hip. Flex your left toes up toward your face. Create a nice solid foundation in your right leg by giving your right butt cheek a squeeze. Take a breath in. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. You can gaze toward the side wall. For more of a challenge, gaze toward your back hand. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift back up to center. Exhale, standing L. Shift your weight forward and kick your left leg back and tint your fingers down on the ground. Maintain a neutral spine, so remove any wrinkles from your neck. You can stay right here, work on stability. If you want to move on to revolved half moon, keep your left fingers tented on the ground and slowly with control begin to extend your right arm up toward the ceiling, opening your chest to the right side of your space. Squeeze your left butt cheek, keep your back leg engaged. One more breath in. Exhale, drop your right palm down to the ground. And then drop your left leg down to meet your right for a forward fold. And once again, bend into one knee and the next. Pedal out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms and then lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pick your hips up and back. Inhale, hinge forward to a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down into the ground. Cricket your elbows up toward the ceiling. Inhale, baby cobra, gently lift your chest. Energize your shoulder blades toward your spine. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down, lower your left cheek down to the ground. Extend your arms by your sides. Feel your heart beating against your mat. Continue to regulate your breath, matching in breath and out breath. Return your chin to center. Plant your palms down into the ground. Lift up to standing on your knees. And then flip over onto your butt. Plant the soles of your feet down into the ground as close to your glutes as you can get them, and then recline down to your back. Extend your arms down by your sides and press your palms into the ground, almost so that your fingertips can graze your heels. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling and breathe here. Option to keep your palms pressed down to the ground, or you can interlace your hands underneath your sacrum and snuggle your shoulders underneath yourself to create a shelf for your heart. Keep your legs active. Press the soles of your feet firmly into the ground. Lift your hips a bit higher. Exhale, slowly lower your hips back down to the ground. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Gently rock from side to side. Wrap her behind your thighs. Rock and roll the length of your spine. Roll all the way up to a nice tall seat with your legs extended out in front of you. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, seated forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Hinge over your thighs and grab for whatever's accessible, whether that be your feet, maybe the outer edges of your feet, or your toes, or your shins. Wherever you're at is fine. It's a great counter pose here for any back bending. Now inhale, lift back up to center. Press the sole of your right foot into the mat, about a fist width distance from your left thigh. And from here, twist, like laterally shift your rib cage so it's on the outside of your right leg. And then take your left arm, extend your left arm toward the ceiling. Then exhale, drop your left arm to your outer right thigh and twist your torso, gazing behind your right shoulder. On your inhale, release from the pose. Extend your right leg long. Press the sole of your left foot down into the ground, about a fist width distance from your right thigh. And then again, shift your torso, so like your rib cage, like you're shifting it over to the side laterally. And then from here, extend your right arm high. And then exhale, drop your right arm to your outer left thigh and twist your torso, gazing over your left shoulder behind you. Firmly press the back of your right leg into your mat. And firm down to both sit bones. Your next inhale, unwind from the posture. Press the soles of your feet down to the ground and recline down to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab for the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Pull your knees down toward your side bodies. This is a bit too much. You can always grab for behind your thighs. So if your low back comes super high off the ground, trying to grab for your feet, just grab for behind your thighs instead. It's a great option. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Roll into one tiny little supine ball. Squeeze everything together as tight as you can. Take one more breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Allow your body to fall into whatever shape it pleases. Doesn't necessarily need to look like anything in particular. Quick body scan here, starting from your toes. Release any tension in the bottoms of your feet, in your ankles. You're holding any tightness in your calves or your knees, your quads. Release the tension from your hips and your abs. Feel your belly rise and fall, the natural cadence of your breath. And let go of any breathing techniques. Just let your breath come and go naturally. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Feel your shoulder blades just melt into the ground beneath you. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And relax the muscles in your forehead. Just enjoy a moment of rest here. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. I'd like to guide it out. Begin to bring small movements to your fingers and to your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Take a long body stretch. Extend your arms overhead. Point your toes. Maybe lift your low back up. Bring your knees in toward your chest, then rock onto whichever side favors you for fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow. Press yourself up to a nice tall seat. You can place your hands on your knees, in your lap, or at heart center. Let your eyes close or soften your gaze. We'll finish with a breath. Exhale out any stale air that's left in your lungs. Take a deep, full breath in. Feel your belly expand, your chest expand. Then hold your breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale, sigh your air out nice and loud. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Bow forward. Namaste.
Thank you, Emily.
Thanks, Emily.